Good morning, everyone. Welcome to It Is What It Is. I haven't posted in a couple weeks, and quite frankly, I've been thinking about making this video, and it's actually making me anxious, guys. If you can see, I'm shaking right now, just because of the anticipation of making this video. It's upsetting. We'll just start off right there. It's upsetting. It was just a really rough thing that I went through, and but I feel like it's necessary to tell my story. Tell you guys my story. Let you guys all know that you're not alone. I mean, this isn't the first time I've gone through something like this, and it probably won't be the last time that I go through something like this. But I got no one to talk to about it, and so here you guys are. And this time I'm really hoping that you guys come through and leave all the love that you possibly can for me, because this is just tough. So here we go. Basically, this is just about the system failing me. I don't know how else to put it, but I feel betrayed, hurt, angry, sad, and I feel failed. I feel like they failed me. And this isn't the first time it's happened to me, like I just said. I've had lots of stuff happen over the last 20 some odd years. So basically what happened was, I am in therapy. I've told you guys that. Therapy Thursdays. I go once a week. I've been in therapy for a very long time. I've been doing once a week, trying to do once a week since I started taking care of my brother back in 2017, basically when my mom overdosed back in 2016. But I've been in therapy for 20 odd years. But I've been with this specific place for just over 10 years. I've been through a few different therapists. Some have left. Actually, they all left. And then, so just to start off completely from the very beginning, this facility I go to has a couple different places, locations. And so initially I was with the therapist, and I was in one location. And when COVID hit, we started doing video. Her location got changed to the other location, one of the other locations that they have. However, just book work-wise. So when things let up and I did actually go in to see her, it was in the original location where I used to go, where my med doctor is as well. So this is my med doctor. So this location had my therapist, had my med doctor. And then she was working out of the other office because of the paperwork, political. It was shorthanded. It was COVID. It was a whole bunch of craziness going on. So I was like, okay, no problem. So then she ended up leaving me. She got another job. I was really happy for her. She was young, and there was some confusion when she left, because I had to go on a waiting list, which is normal. And I had asked her if she could put me on the waiting list in my original location, not the location that she was currently working out of. So that being said, she said no problem, and I went about my business. A few months later, I got a phone call from a different location, the one that she was working out of, that said that they had found, they had someone for me. And I immediately at that point was like, I was told that I'd be in this location when she left, and they said, oh, she didn't do that. She just left it where, whatever the case may be, she didn't do what she was supposed to do. So she put me on the wrong waiting list. So when I got this phone call, it was probably about a month after my brother passed away. Maybe 2 months. 2 months. It was a few months after my brother passed away, and COVID was in full swing. And I needed someone. We were doing video, and I had no car at the time. I have to travel to this place. So I said, let's do it. I need someone. Let's talk. Let's do it. I started video with this therapist, and then eventually I started going into the location. And so I would travel because I got a vehicle. I got the Burby. Everyone knows about the Burby. And so I had that opportunity to be able to, drive to the location, which was completely okay with me. It's actually a good thing of my healing. So with that being said, I've been seeing this therapist for a few years, and love her. I just love her. So many amazing things have happened with her, and she's just a great therapist. She's very supportive, and she's definitely helped me through a lot. So, as you guys know, I have PTSD, anxiety, depression, PMDD, OCD, and PTSD is just, it runs the show. It runs everything. So, about 4 months ago, I don't know the dates. The timelines with me are hard. I won't lie about that. But my therapist approached me with an attendance issue. Her supervisor had brought it to her attention that I had been missing too many appointments. And at the time, that was, I mean, I'm missing appointments. There's no way for me to get around that. I got really upset at the time because they threatened to take her away. They threatened to take my med doctor away. And I reacted emotionally and impulsively. And I didn't want to sign the attendance policy. I refused to sign it, actually, which is one of the issues that the supervisor was having. Whatever the case may be, it was rough. I won't lie, because I immediately react poorly to lots of things. And I admit that I reacted poorly to that because I don't trust anyone, and everyone leaves me. And then so I'm just afraid that it's going to be bad no matter what I do, you know? And I always feel like I'm doing something wrong. And so when somebody tells me I'm doing something wrong, and I am doing something wrong, it just really messes with my head. But in any case, anyway, we worked it out. Her supervisor's like, okay, let's work it out. And there was some miscommunications. So when I went back in, we talked about it again. I didn't sign the attendance policy, and I specifically said to her, what will happen if this becomes an issue, if my attendance is an issue? Because obviously I have some problems with consistency, and I can't plan a panic attack. And so there are days that I have appointments that I don't make because I can't. And I can't justify that. There's nothing I can do. It is what it is. I can't schedule in my shit. I just can't do it. I like to, but it doesn't work that way, which is one of the reasons why sometimes I don't make it to my appointments. And I have weekly appointments, so it's not easy. But we do it because we're trying to build my consistency. I'm really, really working hard. And she told me that if it happened again, that I would be, the same thing would happen, that she would sit down with me, we would have to sign another attendance policy, and that, that time I would definitely have to sign it, and, if it became an issue again. And so, one of the things they had told me was that I was no-shows. And so in my head, I was thinking a no-show is when you don't call. I can't even tell you how many times I didn't call and didn't show up and didn't. It was bad. It's bad. I admit that I'm not good with that. So after this conversation, and then just want you guys to see. Here's my wallet. My therapist. I'm gonna not show you her name, but she gave me this Post-it, and she wrote, "You are not in trouble. And you are not losing us," with a smiley face. I mean, I've put this in my wallet, and I legit have it right here, and I look at it like this, just to remind me on rough days. Because the end of the day, that I was just afraid I was going to lose everybody, and I need help, and I'm trying, and I'm working, and I wanted to make sure I was going to be okay. So it's been months. It's been like 4 months. And I'll tell you what, I've been doing good. I've been showing up. I've been putting jeans on. And then I thought that I was doing really good because on the days that I wasn't making it, I was calling. I was in complete contact with my therapist, and I made sure she knew exactly that I wasn't going to be there and why. And I thought I was doing really good. And A few weeks ago, I had my Thursday therapy and I had to do a video session, and I had missed the appointment before, and I had called last week, the week before, and said I wasn't going to make it. I was sick. I was sick. I don't know how to get around it. I just wasn't, I couldn't do a video. I wasn't in the mood to do anything. I just didn't. So I actually went into this video and I was just in a great mood. I had just started my business. I had just got a new puppy and I was just in the greatest mood. And for her to all of a sudden be like, we need to talk. And I'm like, okay. And she then told me that there was an attendance issue and I could no longer see her anymore. What? Wait a minute, what? I immediately lost it. I admit that I immediately got triggered into really bad places. And I'm like, what do you mean? You know, and she's like, no, there's been too many no-shows. So my supervisors decided that you are only going to do 2 days a week. But I don't have any openings for 2 days a week, so we're going to transfer you to a new person in the same facility. Now, forgive me, but I don't think it's fair to transfer me to somebody who is going to be already thinking I'm a problem child because of my attendance. And so I'm basically being punished, and this person's like going into it with this. I don't care if the professionalism is there or not. Like, you still do it. She's human. These people are human. They're just going to go in being great. Oh, I get the girl that is whatever. So I can't even begin to tell you. So I'm immediately triggered into an episode. I'm immediately just raging. And it didn't go well. I cried. Immediately became suicidal. She said there was nothing I could do. I go, what about, you told me we'd be able to sign another paper. And she's like, nope, there's just nothing I can do. And she's just saying it's out of my control. And then I said, I did all this with you. And she said, no, I supported you. You did this on your own. You've done all the work on your own. You got this. You can do this. And I'm like, no, this isn't fair. First off, I wasn't even supposed to be in that facility because of another therapist who messed up. And now you lied to me. They lied to me, guys. I don't care what anyone says. She lied to me, whether her supervisor made her do it or whatnot. But she lied to me. I have a post-it that she wrote saying that I wasn't going to lose her. And I know that's silly. Call me silly, call me crazy, but I trusted it and trusted her and trusted that if I there was an issue again, that I would be told, and then I could continue, and just if I messed up again, I would know I would be gone for good. That was kind of my understanding. But basically, they were kind of just kicking me off the dust. So I admit, I triggered into a really bad place. And luckily I have John, so I ended up being okay. But I wasn't okay, guys. I immediately became suicidal, irrational, like everything that I possibly can become in a moment of sheer, I don't even know how to explain it. I felt like I was losing everything. And my med doctor, never mind, they were taking away my med doctor now too, so I'm on meds, and you can't just come off of, and my primary care doctor will not give me my meds, my mental health meds. It's something that I knew going into, but it didn't matter because I had a med doctor, so why would I care? Sorry, guys, I'm getting really upset. And I warned you that I was going to, because this whole thing is really upsetting to me. So I left it with Nikki. I left it with my therapist, that I wanted to talk to the supervisor. I really wanted a chance to still be able to see her. I felt like she'd help me through everything, and I didn't want to lose her. I didn't want to lose my med doctor. I wasn't losing my med doctor because I was okay. So they were going to transfer me to another person, and I wasn't okay with that. I wanted to stay with Nikki, and I wanted to stay with her weekly and just get another chance to screw up, basically. And then if I screwed up, I was gone, and I would have got that. But they were not giving me a choice. My only choice was twice a month with this new person who had availability for me, who basically knew I was an attendance issue. So I became angry and upset, and I lost my mind, and I cried and cried, and I was in bad shape, guys. I would have probably ended up in the hospital if it wasn't for John, and if it wasn't for the fact that I have all these tools and I know how to utilize them. If the situation was 10 years ago, it would have been way worse. It would have been way worse than it was, and it was still bad. So I don't know what to say to that. So the next day, I got a call from the supervisor, and it didn't go well. She was not nice. She was incredibly mean to me. There was just no opportunity. She just didn't even understand why I wanted a call from her. She just was like, you messed up. I'm going to move you to a different therapist, and that's it. And I got angry. I got real angry, guys. I got real scared. It was fear that turned me angry. For sure. 100% fear. Because, like, I'm scared. I don't want someone new. I don't like change. I'm comfortable. I don't want to do this. And I got really angry, and I just went a little crazy, and I did some swearing, and I was suicidal. I was threatening them. I'm like, you guys do this to me, I'm going to end up in the hospital. Because, like, and I feel like they think I was joking or lying or just being threatening because I was saying that I was feeling suicidal. But, like, my therapist knows that that's not true. Like, she's been seeing me for years, and I 100% wanted to die, wanted to just run away and never come back. And it's not like I wanted to die. It's like I just wanted the pain to go away. I wanted this feeling of fear of losing it. I felt betrayed like I did with my mom. I felt like they completely lied to me. And why did I have this Post-it in my pocketbook? And so I got off the phone with the supervisor, and I was really upset. And she was like, you can't even see us anymore, and you're threatening me. And I'm like, I'm not threatening you. I'm just being honest with you. I was like, I just want a chance to be able to stay with my therapist and continue my healing process, because I feel like I'm in a good place. And now all of a sudden you guys are just ripping it out from underneath me. And at this point, she's threatening to take my med doctor away too. And the wait lists these days it's just really, I mean, you all know who go through any of this stuff what the wait lists are like. It's hard to get help. The system is hard. It is hard. I don't care what anyone says. You can comment down there all you want, but I've been doing this for 25 years. And I only am doing it right now and having such success because I'm on disability and I have the insurance to do it. So I don't really know. But at that point, I called and left a message in Gloucester. I called Gloucester to see if I couldn't get on the wait list for Gloucester. I'm hysterical at this point. I'm not even going to pretend I'm not. I'm pacing. I'm having a panic attack. I'm hysterical. And I call Gloucester only to find out. And I know. Oh! And see? I'm messing up. Sorry, guys. I call the old facility where my med doctor was. And to come to find out that they're not putting anyone on the wait list because the wait list is 1.5 years long. So I left a message with the person in charge of the wait list, and I was hysterically crying and hysterically upset and just said, I need to get on the wait list. I don't know what to do. I'm feeling alone. I'm feeling suicidal. I feel like they're against me, because I did. I feel like the other facility was just trying to get rid of me or didn't want me or whatever. But after I left that message, I lost it. I just lost it. It was so scary. And then the next day, or a little while later, I can't even remember anymore because it was so upsetting at that point. I got a call from the medical director. It didn't go well. And then basically it was like, it went on for a week of phone calls back and forth and of me trying to fight, sending emails of just saying, this isn't fair. You lied to me. It's not okay for them to lie to me. It's not okay for them to say that they're going to give me another chance and then not. And also, I want to point out that while I was speaking with the medical director, she couldn't find that attendance policy in my file. I tried to explain to her, but it's because I didn't sign it. But it is what it is, right, guys? So because of my my messages, my emails, and my hysterical phone calls, and because I was swearing, and I won't lie, swearing, hysterical, it was bad. I did not act appropriately. I feel like I had every reason to because of the way I was feeling, but I didn't, it's not the way that I hope that I react next time something like this happens, because it will. It will. It will. It's already happened like 6 times to me, and that's probably why I'm so sensitive and vulnerable to it. So, 5 days later, and they discharged me. They said that this is what it says. Due to a recent incident during which you demonstrated threatening language directly to staff on a recorded message. So yeah, I did. I was threatening. I didn't threaten anybody, but I was swearing and used swears, and I definitely threatened suicide because I wasn't threatening it. I was scared and feeling suicidal. So, I've definitely been struggling. They my med doctor is going to try to talk to my primary care and get her to prescribe my meds while I'm on a wait list, because they sent me all these doctors and I have to go on a wait list now because I need to continue. They're like, we highly suggest you look for somebody else. Really? Thanks, guys. I had no idea. So this video is getting way longer than I thought it was going to be. I knew how it should be, and I knew that I was going to get upset, and it was just going to be tough because it's a very controversial situation, because they're going to say that they're right because I left an inappropriate message and was threatening them. However, I never threatened anybody. I threatened to send some emails to higher ups to fight for my right as a patient. And then here's my question for you guys before I stop this, because I can't keep talking about it. But we start vacation today, and I just really want to get it off my chest and just move on from it. Why, if I was such a threat, or if I was in such a bad place, or if after they listened to those messages or got my emails, how come they didn't send anybody out to check me? How come they didn't send out the cops or Section 12 me? Their answer to me being suicidal and threatening, in their words, was to get rid of all my help. They just canceled me. Here, you're on your own. Have fun. Hope you do good. Like, thanks, guys. Thanks a lot for that. Like, I don't even know what to do at this point, but I'm hurt, and I needed to let everyone know. I just had to tell my story. So it is what it is, guys. Thanks for listening. I'm going on way too long, but real quickly, if you guys got up and did anything that you didn't think you could do, like I didn't think I could do this video. I still kind of feel like it's not good, but I'm going to go with it. I'm proud of you, and keep going, because we got this. Okay, guys, we got this. I'm going to find some new help, and I'm going to keep trucking, and I'm not going to let this bring me down. Peace. Love you guys. Thanks.